Jaffe?
Oh, is it happening right now?
Yeah, look at your Discord.
Well,
Not good at this.
why would I have seen it?
I don't know.
Put some blue waffles in my mouth. Let the check with waffle stand.
Scooter is transgender.
I am almost certain there's some Michael Jackson in that song. I mean, there is. Listen, you know, which you can't own the rights to, though.
Well,
See, that's Michael Jackson's sample right there.
Put some blue waffles in my mouth. Let the check with waffle stand.
what a morning.
Blue waffles in my mouth. Let the check with waffle stand.
Scooter is transgender.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Wow. Wasn't that just delightful? Good morning, David Jaffe. Welcome to LolCow Commie. Could you do me a favor, Jaffe? Can you wish a happy birthday
Stop chewing gum.
to Dark Fortune?
He's kind of an asshole.
Can you wish him a happy
Actually.
birthday?
Yeah, I'll wish him an asshole. Wish him an asshole.
He says, Joffrey, can you wish me a happy birthday? It would mean the world to me if my favorite old man wished me a happy birthday.
You know, you can go suck your own dick.
What don't you like about Dark Fortune?
He's always mean and saying, look, don't think that I don't read every single chat that flies by. I may not comment on them all, but I read them all. And 99% of his comments about me are always negative and shitty. And now
No, they're
on a day
not.
where he wakes up feeling like, hey, I made it to 12. I'm 12 years old today. Thank God I actually survived my, abusive home for another year. Now he's in a good mood and
They're
he
not-
wants a happy birthday.
They're not so
from me.
negative. Look, he says,
No, he can go fuck himself.
when we did the People's Talk Show Returns episode, he said, fuck Reapers, this show's way better. He also followed up with, Joffrey's so old he thinks we still have the same interest as people in their 70s. And he's like, yeah, Gidgey's a racist. That's crazy. I can't believe she's still here.
Where are you getting
Tech
his
is such a
comments?
small little guy.
Are you making all this up?
No.
Yes.
You can click on channel activity and you can go and see what they've commented.
Dylan Bitter, thank you so much. Welcome to Cash Cow, buddy. We appreciate you supporting our little show here and being part of the community. It's nice to see you, champion. Maybe, although Grim's not here today, I was going to say maybe if because, it's the weekend, not yet, but almost, and we don't know if we got a movie coming up this week on the Discord. So
Oh, true.
I think we've got like 6 more slots to fill, $10 each. You can put a movie on the wheel and we'll spin it. And if it turns out your movie comes up, that's what we're watching this weekend on the Discord. Dylan now is Cash Cow. You can join us on that endeavor. Dark Fortune, be better.
And
Maybe
happy
next year
birthday.
I'll wish you happy birthday. Maybe next year.
Pauly
Today,
D,
improve your life, you fuck.
$2.
What's that?
$2
Set a
from
goal
Pauly D.
for Jaffe to apply to be an ICE agent, says Pauly D. Go fuck yourself. Let me tell you something, actually. Here's what's great. Today, literally, this was announced 4 minutes ago. If you want, nobody brings you the news like LolCow Crypt, folks. This is where you come to get educated, and I appreciate the faith you put in Tech and myself and Grim to do that. Trump administration, the Senate blocks spending bill amid DHS funding fight. Good. Fuck them. I don't like the fact there are going to be some people not getting paid because we're going to go into a government shutdown. But you know what? I don't like the fact there's people dead now because of ICE. Did you guys see, the guy who just got fired from ICE or demoted, the guy, little short guy, looks like a Nazi guy with his coat?
Yeah.
Did you see that video that was going around? Let me bring it up in a second, Tech. You talk to the audience. Let me find this thing. This was something.
Yeah, you pull it up. Grim is unable to come in today. He has some things he's handling in his personal life. He did not say whether we can share with the show what's going on. But thoughts and prayers for Grim. All right. We love the guy. We hope he does better. We hope he makes it through to the other side. Can we get ones for your thoughts and prayers for Mr. Grim? Poor Grim. It's
Grim.
such a thing that he can't come and talk about sex like he usually does. Pokegaga says, Grim developing new sex topics. True. That is exactly what's going on. So yeah, if we can get some ones to show the love for Grim, let him know that we're thinking of him, we care about him. Jesus, you're talentless, Tech. Thoughts and prayers, Grim. Thanks. Vic ate my puppy 6642.
Charge
Like Michael
complete.
Vick? Is Michael Vick the football guy?
Yeah, who did the dog stuff?
Where he ate dogs, apparently. Okay.
Yeah. What was the guy's name? The little Nazi guy who got removed? It starts with B. I'm trying to find the clip, but I can't remember his name.
Belushi.
No, come on now.
No?
Belushi? Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't Belushi.
Oh,
That's a comedian.
Oh,
Family
okay.
of comedians. Well,
Okay,
one comedian and
Comedic
his
come
brother.
line, yeah.
Come on, Chad. Who's the guy? A little short guy wearing the coat. Asshole.
Short
Anyway.
guy, FBI.
Charlie Chaplin.
fire.
Yeah, Bovino. There you go.
Oh, yeah. What are you pulling up, Jaffe? Do we have a
I'll
video?
show you in a minute. Yeah, there was a video of him that he was talking to his buddies, his workers, and giving them a pep talk.
Yep.
And look, I defy anybody who's you know how brainwashed people are, but you'll watch. It's pretty insane to me that somebody could watch this and be okay with this. And he's no longer there, and apparently they are moving out of ICE is now moving out of Maine. So you know there's definitely. Oh, here it is, right here. All right, let me pull this up. This is a clip going viral. Shows Greg Bovino's orders to ICE agents in Minnesota. And this is what he said. I'll share my screen. You know, there are people who are like, no, it's fine. You know, whatever. Shut up, you fuck. Okay, is my screen up? Ready to go?
Yeah.
There we go.
Fucking Irish is fire fucking city. Arrest as many people that touch you as you want to. Those are the general orders all the way to the top. Everybody fucking gets it if they touch you. You hear what I'm saying? Less legals. We're going to look at shipping tractor trailer loads of that shit in here. So you catch what it's all about us now. It ain't about them. Professional, legal, ethical, moral. You know what we're talking about. Legal, ethical, moral. You're on camera. But other than that, it's what we do. What city is it, fucking Irish is fire fucking city. Arrest as many.
So you know
That
touch
is crazy.
it's crazy. Yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna take, Jaffe.
I know what it's going to take.
Well, what do you think it's
Go
gonna take?
Well, it's already happening, which is good. I mean, you know, for whatever we think of Trump, and I can't stand the guy, he's obsessed with ego and he's obsessed with numbers, and it's taken him a very long time to recognize that people don't like this. And today the news is that it says ICE is moving out of Maine. They've already left Maine.
Yep.
Stephen Miller, who's the little Nazi that could or wishes he could, the Republicans are saying, fuck this motherfucker. You know, we want him gone. So, you know, I don't think, I think Trump is a total puppet for the most part, but I think there's enablers around him, or not enablers. There are puppet masters around him. And it's nice to see that some of them are starting to get their comeuppance, but it's a shame that it took this much to get there. And I don't know if we're necessarily done.
One of the
But it is nice to know that DEI has come roaring back, because I know that's what this audience loves. There's a brand new book. It's a brand new book written by a very prominent scholar, historian Irene Coslet, that says that
we're doing an
Shakespeare.
actual news show.
No,
today.
this is important. This is important.
Yeah, okay.
That says that William Shakespeare wasn't William Shakespeare at all, but William Shakespeare was actually a black Jewish woman. Feminist historian identifies Tudor poet Imola Bassano as the true author, whose identity was hidden by the literary establishment. Think about that. Shakespeare actually a black Jewish woman. Can they, what,
I can see that.
Can you feel the brand new day? The world is turning. The world is changing. We are getting back to the world we love that all of these fucking right-wing fuckers took from us. Thank you, Pendulum of the Universe, for swinging back
Thank
to some
God.
moral clarity and logic. We appreciate it out
You-
here. It's a shame Grim couldn't be here today to celebrate this beautiful day.
He would've
It's
loved
a
it.
shame it also happens to be on Dark Fortune's birthday, which will forever be synonymous with the day that the
William
world set
Shakespeare.
itself right again.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare.
That's
Yeah.
your birthday, Dark Fortune.
That's your birthday.
Jaffe, you did some Shakespeare in high school or college, right? You did a little theater stuff. Is that right?
I did theater. Well, okay, there's a lot of things you just said that are totally incongruent. Doing
Yeah.
theater doesn't mean doing Shakespeare. I directed some plays and I made lots of movies, but you know,
Yeah. Any Shakespeare related movies? Are you proud to have done the works of a gay
I
black
was not.
Jewish woman?
I never really like. I had friends that just loved Shakespeare, and I never got it. You know, I took a class. The most expensive book I ever bought in college was like $300, and it was every single play of William Shakespeare, and it was like carrying around. If you've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I know a lot of people haven't, the book that they first revealed, it was like 5,000 pages, and you had to lug it around. And I enjoyed it historically, but I was never a big Shakespeare guy. I like this guy in the chat. It's well, there's two things. Red Sheets Metal says Chris Pratt is going to play MLK on an Amazon exclusive.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because MLK was actually white. But then where did it go? Somebody said
Is it
Jaffe it's Stick Solid. Jaffe plays a clip of an ICE boss telling his officers to be ethical, legal, professional, and moral, and that's a bad thing. Well, because of what, if you listen to what he was saying, the guy says, "Are we going to bring in less lethals?" Right? And which is like the tear gas and all the stuff that will let them just go to town on people without worrying about murdering them. And he's like, "We're going to bring a whole truckload of that shit in." And then he says, "But you're on camera, so we have to do this, 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 and this." He's not saying go out and murder people. He's basically saying you need to be performative so we don't get sued. But that said, fucking go to town on these people. This is our town. He didn't. I mean, wouldn't you rather the guy say, "We're here to do this job"? If they're illegal, I mean, seriously, this is the problem with people like you, Stick Solid. If you really believe, and this is so telling, if you support that clip, because if you really believe in Trump's mission or your mission, since you elected him, you didn't because you're Canadian, but you know what I'm saying, then you would go, what does this have to do with anything? If he's like, look, we are here to remove people here illegally, and we are the best at it. We are awesome at it. We're going to do this. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it legally, effectively, morally, but we have got to clean up America from people who are here without getting in with the proper process. Then I would say you're absolutely right, Stick. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of things they do, but this wasn't that. This was, if anybody touches you, go to town. Use less lethal forces on them. Remember, you're on camera, but it's our fucking city. I'm sorry, but that is not what you voted for. Or if it is, it's not what you said you voted for.
He's also Canadian, so he can't vote for any policies in the U.S.
Well, he can't-
Anyways,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the guy directing that thing, he didn't actually say anything bad. Like he said,
Sure he did. Whose town is this? Our fucking town?
"It's our town." Yeah.
There. What do you mean? Yeah, that's bad. First
Why
off,
is it
they
bad?
don't live.
Hold on. Is it their town? This is the town that they were working in, right? That's their town.
Okay, I'm not having the conversation. I don't want to have the
Oh,
conversation.
okay. Jaffe doesn't want to have a conversation on a conversation
Because
show.
it's not a real conversation. It's not
Okay.
a real conversation.
He's
Let's keep
motivating
moving
his
on.
guys to like, hey, do your job. This is your town. Don't back down. do
Hey
your
man, if
thing.
you like ice,
They're
that's
shipping.
fine.
I don't like ice, but they,
No, I get you like
nothing.
ice.
Nothing here is actual like, hey, go beat up people. It's hey, if you get touched, right? They shouldn't be touching you. Arrest them. Arrest everyone that touches you. Hey, we're planning on shipping in more non-lethal stuff. So, we'll have it soon. And then, what was the last thing he said? It was,
No, you weren't even paying attention. I don't care.
I mean, you misquoted the less lethal thing. He never said use less lethals. He said we're shipping them in by the tractor load.
And because one of his guys said, "What about less lethals?"
Yeah, and he's
Chief?
like, we're shipping them in. No. One of the guys didn't say, what about less lethals? One of the guys says, whose town is it, Chief?
No. Here it
That's
is
the video.
again.
Yeah, your Alzheimer's is advancing rapidly.
Okay, here's where you said. Listen.
Let's watch it together.
Those are the general orders all the way to the top. Everybody fucking gets it if they touch you. You hear what I'm saying? Less legals. We're going to look at shipping. We're going to look at shipping if they touch you. You hear what I'm saying? Less legals. We're going to look at shipping.
Oh, I saw somebody else ask him.
Yeah, go to the end. Go to the end. The end of the video.
But other than that, it's what we do.
And it's gonna play from the beginning.
Fucking ours is our fucking city.
Yeah. See, the question they asked him was, "Whose city is this?" I watched it, but
many
more than you
people?
did.
No. I'm not saying him. He's saying it's our fucking city. Wasn't? Yeah. Somebody asked him that. I agree.
Yeah, but no one asked about
I was
less
talking about
lethals.
when he said less lethals. Was somebody was asking him anyway?
Anyways. Well, don't scroll too far. Your Twitter.
Oh, here it
has
is.
been
Yeah.
known
No.
to show.
No,
You
no,
won't
it
be.
really
Those are the
hasn't.
general orders all the way to the top.
It's the same
Everybody
video.
fucking gets it.
I know, I
if
wanna
they
see the
touch
text.
You hear what I'm saying? Less legals. We're going to look at shipping tractor trailer loads of that shit in here. So you catch what it's all about us now. It ain't about them. Professional, legal, ethical, and moral. You know what we're talking about. Legal, ethical,
the same
moral.
video.
You're on camera. But other than that, it's what we do. What city is it, Chief? Fucking ours is our fucking city.
I don't know. If you're okay with that, fine. I'm glad. Please continue to vote for Trump all day long. Okay. All right. What are we doing? What are we talking about then? I mean, I have a lot of things to talk
sharing the
about.
screen,
Yeah, well,
and then we'll go on to the next
You
thing.
act like. Look, you're projecting. Your internet is probably crawling with the craziest porn on the universe. You are like, don't share your screen. What? Nothing's
Stop
on my
sharing
screen.
your screen because two people's faces are larger than the one with the fucking nothing on it.
Yeah, I get that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
that.
Anyways,
I get that.
I can call you Tech. Well, Matt, I don't know what that means. Anyways, look, do I think they are doing a little bit of like an overreach in terms of like what their powers should allow them to do? Yeah. Do I think that they're getting
killing
punished for it?
people.
They're not getting punished for it. Is it kind of shit?
Well-
It's really shit.
Well, they are starting to get punished for it, and some of these people are probably going to end up in prison, as they should.
What do you think
This
is
is exactly-
what do you think is
this
the
is
best
exactly-
outcome?
Yeah, go ahead.
Out of this whole thing, like after Trump's out of office,
Okay.
what do you think is the best outcome for the officers that engage in the policies that we deemed to have been illegal at the time? Like they were going.
I think every single
it.
officer that has done something that someone is claiming was illegal should be held accountable if a court of law and or a jury decides that they have done that. I think the same legal processes, fucked up and racist as they are a lot of times in this country, nothing has changed as far as I know. No laws have changed. So if you look at that guy who was shot over the weekend, that guy, even if he had been the worst person in the world an hour earlier, in that video, there was nothing he did to merit being shot and killed.
That guy in particular pisses me off. That whole story pisses me the fuck off because
Which guy?
the
nurse?
Yeah, the nurse. Not him in particular, but that story pisses me off because
Well, of course it should.
the Republicans, the conservatives, the centrists, they're all like, yeah, you should be able to have a firearm. You should be able to stay fucking armed and defend yourself whenever you deem yourself necessary. It's your right as an American.
Yeah.
He had a firearm for sure, but he was disarmed. Right? They took the gun away from him, and
Well, he had a firearm. It was
and
legal.
then they shot him.
Of
Yeah,
course,
he
no. Everybody knows
legally-
what happened.
Well, no, not everybody knows what happens because a lot of right-wing or conservative YouTubers and Twitch streamers and all this are saying, well, the man had a gun. Of course they're going to shoot you. You showed up with a fucking gun. And
There's
they're
no
so-
way anybody's saying that. And
They
they're
are
a serious
literally
and they're a
saying it.
serious person.
They're serious because a government official said so, right? I think
There's
who's-
no way
wasn't that
anybody
one lady?
believes that who is a
There are
serious
people that
person.
believe that are
Who
serious,
is a-
but they're
who-
stupid.
Wait, you don't understand. I'm
Jaffe,
not saying I
I do-
don't. Wait, you don't understand. When I
don't
say
understand.
you don't understand. When I say there's no one who says that who's a serious person, I'm not saying they're not serious. They don't not believe what they're saying. I'm saying that as a person, they're not a person to be taken seriously. Is what I'm saying to you.
Okay, we'll use those words next time, old man. What the fuck do
That's
you mean?
a
I can't
serious
understand you.
person does not mean seriously, but
Yeah.
they're not a competent person to engage in a level of discourse about something so important. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. because
so
everybody
there was that government
knows the
official.
guy was there legally.
Yeah, he was there legally. He was helping some lady up or whatever. He was getting pepper sprayed or whatever. But they disarmed him, and then they still shot him afterwards, which I was like, that's crazy.
Of course, it's crazy. And then you know what people
but-
say? Here's what's even worse about it. Go ahead, though.
The lady, I forget her name, but she was like, he was violent. They tried to disarm. They tried to disarm him, and he was violent and resisting. And it's like, bitch, he was already disarmed. Like, what do you mean he was violently resisting the disarmament? You threw him to the ground. His gun was in his waist belt, behind him. They took it. They still shot. It's so fucking stupid. And there's not enough conservative voices speaking up about the fact that they can justify shooting you because you own a gun.
No, because most of these people are fucking morons. I'm sorry to say, and I don't mean conservatives. I mean MAGA people. And most of these people live in the same capitalist swill that we do, which means they're grifting and they're trying to make money and they don't care. They will say whatever they need to make their buck, and people will suffer for it because, don't tread on me, except, tread on somebody else though. It's a load of horse shit. The ICE agent says archaeology better be held responsible. I hope so. I absolutely hope so. I agree and I don't. Easy does it. Are we still live? I don't know if we're still live or not. What?
The button on my on my Steam Deck.
And nothing was lost.
Sorry, guys.
Listen, Easy does it says just as long as your guy is in power, they don't care about government tyranny. Neither party really does. I mean, I don't agree with either. I don't agree with that because I don't think Democrats or Republicans, proper Republicans, I didn't agree with Jeb Bush. I didn't agree with Mitt Romney. I don't agree with Ron Paul all the time, most of the time. But I think they are genuinely coming from a place of, we think American values are important values. And then it's about the areas of gray where they debate this, that, and the other. If you're talking MAGA, I think you're talking about something very, very different.
Yeah.
But if you're talking like conservatives, as much as I disagree with them, they have, valid points sometimes. And even if they don't, if they get voted in, but no, we're talking about, this is very, very fucking different.
Have you seen this, Jaffe, this video?
Is this 2 girls, 1 cup?
I wish. Ecuadorian consulate has to repel ICE agents from trying
Ministry
to
of Foreign
break
Affairs
in.
said a U.S. Immigration and
Wait,
Customs
stop.
Enforcement
Pause for a
Office.
minute. I got to get my head around this. Ecuadorian, so they are at the Ecuador embassy,
Yeah.
and ICE agents want to come into their embassy,
Yeah.
right? Which would be,
Forcefully.
I believe, an act of war.
It is an act of war because that is the sovereign territory of Ecuador.
Okay, so let's see what happens.
Attempted to enter its consulate facilities in Minneapolis in a, quote, attempted incursion. Ecuador's foreign ministry said the incident occurred around 11 a.m. on January 27th and issued a, quote, note of protest to the United States afterward. The ministry says consulate officials prevented the ICE official from entering the building. Officials activated, quote, emergency protocols issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Human Mobility. The encounter follows weeks of rising tensions over the ICE surge in Minnesota as federal law enforcement officers clashed with protesters in the Twin Cities. The Department of Homeland Security and ICE did not respond to the Washington Examiner's request for comment.
The problem is these ICE people are so poorly trained and so stupid.
They don't know.
They don't know.
I would not even blame the guy. He's like, oh, there's
would.
brown people in this building, just behind this glass door. I'm going in, right? I imagine that's as much training as they have.
And if somebody says it's a sovereign territory,
Sovereign.
sovereign.
I don't know where sovereign is.
I don't drive no Subaru.
Yeah, what's a
Yeah, they're fucking morons. They are fucking morons. They are the guys in school that you hated that couldn't fucking get ahead without cheating or beating up some nerd to do their fucking homework. And I know these guys. I went to school with a couple of these guys, not in ICE, but because I'm too old for that now. They wouldn't. I mean, they might hire them, and they ended up being sheriffs in these little podunk Alabama towns. This is where they come from. These are not good people. These are not well-trained people.
If we did get to 100 gifted members, Jaffe, could I sign you up for ICE? Could I genuinely put a job application out for you?
Yeah, you can sign me up. I don't care. Sure.
I mean, you don't have to join, but we'll do the application and see how easy it is for you to get accepted.
Um,
Are you down?
yeah, I'm not going to do any work. I'll fill out an application.
We'll fill out the application. We'll genuinely give it like a good, good, honest college try, and then we'll post the either acceptance or rejection letter in the Discord.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 100 members. You heard it. Jaffe will officially join ICE.
Dear Stranger Danger says, Dear Tech and Jaffe, you said you hated the right-wing MAGA cult, but why are you working with Keemstar? He's a right-wing MAGA and your boss, and why are you working with him even though you hated MAGAs? So first off, I have not seen anything to suggest that Keemstar is doing any harm other than voting for people who I think are MAGA assholes. He has the right to have his opinions. Even though if he wanted to discuss them, I would, if they are what you are saying, I would say that they are moronic and stupid. But you have I am a First Amendment guy till the end. And fundamentally, it's the same reason I support the Klan in the streets of America. I despise them. I wish they were dead. And the minute they step out of line and break the law and hurt people, I want them put down like the piece of shit dogs they are. But fundamentally speaking, they have a right to be there. Otherwise, what kind of an American are you? So that would be my answer to you on that.
Bunny Button says that you should join ICE and your rectum together for old time's sake.
Bunny's here. I miss Bunny so much. Bunny went last night and saw Charmillionaire in concert. Yeah. In a concert.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I hope it was well.
And he sang, you know what he sang?
What's he saying?
He sang that graduation song that makes me cry about, as we go on, we'll remember all the times. Oh my God, it makes me cry. And we look back now on the rest of our lives, where we're going to be when we turn 25. Oh my God, it breaks my heart.
What a song. I don't hate MAGA people, right? I just think that
I do. At this point, I do.
You literally told me you wouldn't hate Hitler. You just would not be happy with the guy.
Well, hate is the wrong word.
Okay, well, that's the word I used, and you said yes.
Okay, yeah, keep going. No, well, I'm sorry. That gets you back for not understanding the difference between serious person and serious. Keep going.
Well, no, use the words you mean when you're explaining yourself in language.
Go ahead, continue your story.
Look, I don't hate MAGA people, right? I think we're all Americans. I think we all have a goal to try and make a society that's the best for ourselves and our kids and our family, right? We want to make sure that our parents are not going to have to work their whole lives because the economy is shit. We want to make sure that our kids have the opportunities to achieve the goals and dreams they want to have in the future, and we should work together for that outcome, right? But some people are led astray because of fear, because of anger, because of loss, that they are unwilling to learn what it actually takes to make that dream successful, and they want the easy answer, which is, those guys are bad. Look at those bad guys over there. Those are the bad ones. And so that's a lot easier to convince someone to engage with is, the issue with my country is those people are bad.
Yeah,
that's reachable.
It's been happening.
That's
It's been happening since the dawn of time. Hitler did it with the Jews.
Yeah.
Now they're doing it now with Mexicans. They were doing it with trans people.
Yeah. It's always other group.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Mazer.
Mazer 2000.
Hey, my favorite little PDF. What's up, baby? Having pity on brainlet rightoids is cringe and gay tech. First off, please don't use gay as a pejorative. Win Jaffe. Thank you, Mazer, for the super chat. I appreciate it very much.
It's not a pejorative. He says it's gay because he thinks I want to fuck them.
Oh, well, that's different then.
Yeah, it's different.
Then that's actually gay.
Yeah, it's actually a little gay.
Listen now. I want to tell you something. Because what you're saying about that, I don't agree with. You're saying those people are reachable. There was a tweet I think we really are dealing with, and we're not really allowed to say it. You can't even talk. Now, eugenics is a bad word because it carries with it all the horrible things of racism, as it should, and it should be thought of as a bad thing. But the idea, though, fundamentally of just humans, and whether you're talking races or individual humans having different physiological stages of evolution doesn't happen to the same organism at the same speed. It is a, from our perspective, very slow moving thing that takes, millennia, hundreds of thousands of millennia to really show itself, right? So I think what we're really dealing with is just we're dealing with a type of person.
But also not hundreds of thousands of millennia. That's crazy. That's
No, hundreds of thousands of years is what I mean. So hundreds of thousands of
years.
millennia. No,
Would be
that's
like-
right. No,
that's
you're
like
right.
millions
right.
and
Thousands,
billions of years,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get. That's right. That's right. But listen to this. This is this guy's take on Twitter. In 50 years, we will have massive studies linking right-wing ideological inconsistency with literal physical mental disability. And no, this is not just me calling them the R word in a nice way. I genuinely believe that a vast number of Americans don't have the mental facilities or mental faculties required for adult-level critical thought. Whether it's genetic, environmental, or something third, we'll know eventually. I think they're absolutely right. There is a point where you cannot reach people that you with logic, and you have to treat them like children. You have to treat them like people who are intellectually lesser. That doesn't mean they're morally lesser. That doesn't mean they're creatively lesser. That doesn't mean they're spiritually lesser. But they just like, look, if you're playing football with me and the NFL comes out and says, Jaffe's a Make-A-Wish guy, he wants to play NFL football. When they play with me, if I go on the goddamn and I play a scrimmage game with, the Seattle Seahawks, they're going to have to take it way, 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 way easy on me because I don't have the skills, experience, body type, training to compete. We have to treat people who are intellectually like that the same way. Because we shouldn't shame them for it, but we do need to acknowledge that they're a bunch of fucking morons we're dealing with, and that's part of the problem.
There's a couple things, right? As someone that grew up in a not so nice neighborhood, right? It was kind of rougher. My school ranked like the bottom 5% across the country in terms of like academic scores. It was terrible, right? Me personally, I was at the top of the list. I was a little smart little cookie.
It's not much to brag about. That's like being the tall guy at a short convention.
I know,
so
yeah. Your daughter, we started dating. We did this little comparison thing. We're like, oh, let's look at like our neighborhoods and like restaurants we used to go to. She's like, yeah, look at my high school. And we looked it up. It's like, oh yeah, it's like top 50 in the country.
Yeah, mine was too growing up.
It's one of the best schools you could go to ever, right?
Yeah.
And
she barely graduated. Yeah. She hated it.
But barely graduating there is kind of like a, hey, good job.
Well, not because she wasn't smart, just because she hated it. But
yeah, school sucks. Growing up, I would hang out at like friends' houses with their families, and it's like both these parents did not graduate high school, right? Like no uncle or aunt in this family chain has achieved a high school diploma, and the kids that I'm hanging out with, they're probably not going to graduate high school either. Right, that was the situation we were in, and me, I was like a huge Bernie bro when I was in high school. I was like, I love Bernie Sanders,
as everyone should have been, yeah.
And I tried to explain just what it was to them, and they were like, in World War II, like we hated the socialists, and that guy's a fucking socialist, so I can't fucking deal with that motherfucker. Like I was like, what do you mean? It's big title. That's the thought. That's where it ends. It's you put the big thing in front of them.
And if you ask them to explain, explain what do you mean he's a socialist in what way? And that's a Nazi. They're commies. I don't like them.
Immediately it shuts down, and trying to get anywhere past the conversation, it's impossible. Which leads me to the second point, unless you have a comment.
Yeah. No, let's just not forget the super chat we just got, but keep going.
The bro that survived left a comment in the chat. It says, I personally feel as though the most damaging thing to American political discourse has been the hyper-identitarianism that has gotten such a stranglehold on everybody. It keeps people from thinking for themselves. So we can do the super chat.
Tommy brag alone, because nobody else will brag with him because they don't believe him. Says, say it with me, Tech and Jaffe, Donald Trump 2028. Know you love him too so very much. Fuck you, go fuck yourself. Hey, good luck with that. I'll tell you what, if Donald Trump convinces anybody to let him run in 2028, not a problem. We'll just run Obama then. We'll have Obama versus Trump. If you guys really want to make it so a president can have 3 terms, we can do that. We can do that. Please roll his old bones up against Obama's. Let's see what happens.
He drops another 5 and he says, MAGA, 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 MAGA. So thank you, Tommy.
Right.
But this identitarianism, right? This essentially it's a hyperfixation on the identity of your person, right? Key characteristics of the person and their identity as like what
Yeah.
value system they are.
It's
in
always
society.
been that way. That's not.
It
That's
has, but it's gotten crazy, right? I grew up in a time where we went from when I was a kid. I saw my parents and I saw other adults on TV. It's like, oh yeah, you can be this surfer boy, or you can be this horse girl, right? Like you can grow up and do whatever you want. There is no issue.
Surfer boy and horse girl is
like
what
like
you
like
go
Zoe
to?
101 or whatever. Like there's no pause here. You just do whatever you want, right?
Sure.
But then it started being like, well, MTV was like, oh, that shit's gay. Surfer boy gay, or horse girl cringe, or whatever. And then it became, the white boy, the white
The
toxic
fuck are you
masculinity.
talking about?
Oh, what I'm trying to get to is
Horse girl and surfer boy, and that's
Hold on.
gay and MTV. What the fuck is he talking about? I think you are having your first stroke.
maybe I'm having a stroke. What I'm trying to say is, the era of like Gamergate, right? Where it's like toxic
those
white
morons.
masculinity,
Yeah, fucking hate
and I can't believe
yeah.
they want to see tits in video games or whatever, right?
Well, I don't mind tits in video games, but
I know
that's
you
why they're
don't.
stupid.
But
yeah.
that was the issue, right? It's
No, that was not the issue, but keep going. It's a different conversation.
okay. So many people made it normal, right? They normalized hating on white men, right? I think you even will personally sometimes say jokes about white men, fragility of their masculinity and all this other shit. And it's,
I don't know if
how
they have
cringe.
to be white, but for the most part, there's a lot of white ones that fit the bill. Yeah.
Yeah. Having that otherism of what is the majority group when it comes to economic power in a society has really given that power to the other side, which is the Republicans, the conservatives, because now you were the outgroup. Because so many white men back in 2003 were like, yeah, I'm a Democrat, I'm a liberal. I support these like ideas coming up. I listen to Eminem, I want to support my brothers in the hood or whatever. And now
Eminem?
Yeah, Eminem, the rapper.
That's the guy you go to when you're talking about
Sorry,
rappers?
I should have said Chamillionaire.
Is a
my
white
bad.
rapper?
Oh yeah, he's a rapper. Anyways,
You could even say Jay-Z. I know he's top 42.
These guys got pushed out of the Democratic Party, and now their spending money is going to the Republicans, which is why they got so fucking powerful in the first place. The MAGA movement has been incentivized by these liberals being like, "You're just a white straight male. You're a cis male."
There is absolutely no doubt that the liberal progressive wing of just life in America, as smart as a lot of them are, they miscalculated and they didn't realize how off-putting it is to come off like an elitist asshole. And not everybody is in, and this is why I'm saying I'm not one of those people that says just because you're not intellectually capable of sitting at the big boy table and having certain conversations, I'm not capable of doing a lot of other things that a lot of those people do. But there wasn't that respect, and I absolutely agree with you that is what caused a lot of this turmoil. That's why somebody who's a joke like Donald Trump could get elected, because he was the only person actually, even though he was lying to their fucking faces, he was telling them things that made them feel seen.
Yeah.
And no one had done that, certainly not on the left, but even if you look at like the typical, Republicans like Mitt Romney, they were also not really serious people about. And the irony is a guy who lives with a golden toilet and lives in real estate all over the world and mansions and wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, is the guy telling these people that he's with them and they would ride and die for this guy. It's the craziest fucking thing. But I agree with you. That was a very big problem. And that's why one of the big reasons Hillary lost.
Yeah, one of the biggest problems, because Smoke Elijah has made a comment. He's like, yeah, why would I support people who hate me? There's such like this villainy associated. Wait
a minute though. The problem with Smoke Elijah's point is he's absolutely correct, but they all hate you.
Everyone hates everyone. Yeah,
Trump doesn't like you. Trump, that's the reason I think a lot of us are so pissed off at people who voted for Trump. It's like you bought his very clear bullshit. At least with Hillary, you knew where she stood. Trump was lying to your face, and you believe this fucking billionaire oligarchical piece of shit is a man of the people?
Yeah,
come on.
One of the points I want to address, because this statistic always sets people off. Usually when I give this in conversation online, we all know men kind of scary. Men are scarier than women. If I had to walk through an alley and there's 5 men or 5 women,
physically speaking,
well,
sure.
just everything speaking. Women don't scare me emotionally. Men probably either, but like physically,
men don't
scary.
scare me in any way, but they can be physically more intimidating than women. Yeah.
Now we always hear like, oh, men are such violent fucking creatures. They do all this like heinous sex stuff. If you had to guess the percentage of men in the U.S. who have committed a sex crime, right? It's just a rough guess. Don't Google it. Just give me like your base emotional response.
You mean gotten arrested for it and convicted, or
something that would lead them to be like registered on the list. You know, that could be peeing in public. That could be groping a woman. That can be graping somebody. It could be any of those things, right?
I don't know, 6%.
6%. Chat. Throw me your numbers. Hamstring says 8. Crodung says 7%. Yeah, that's not wrong. Right, these are not like nothing's wrong. This is your internal idea of how
Easy does it. That's not true, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Remind me to get back to Easy does it. Keep going.
This is all about what you guys think. The Easy does it says 10%. It's 0.5%. Not even 1% of men in the U.S. commit sex crimes or are found guilty of sex crimes.
Okay.
And people will say, well, not all of them are reported. Okay, do you think that the 900,000 that are reported, there's actually like another 7 million out there or something that we just don't know about?
What's your point though?
What's that point
is it's a big country.
You know, how often do we hear like rhetoric about how like, oh, how violent men are? Like most men will do these crazy things. Most men are violent sexual, deviants or whatever. And it's like, well, it's less than 1% of the population of men.
Yeah, well, maybe it's karma. Maybe now the black people are like, well, now you know how we feel, motherfucker.
Okay, I think that's a weird take. I think it's
not a weird take. Do you think racial politics doesn't cut both ways? I'm not saying you're wrong about your stats, but the idea that
the stat doesn't distinguish between race, right? This includes like black men.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is white men and the white population forever has been looking at othering other people and saying, oh, they're bad, they're good, they're bad, whatever. And when it happens to the white people, the white men, they're like, I don't like this.
I don't know why
you brought this welcome to the party, motherfucker. What?
I don't know why you brought this into like a race thing.
I brought it into it because it's the same kind of othering that you're talking about. You're saying, statistically speaking, you don't have enough evidence to really paint white men with the brush that the liberals paint them with.
Just men.
Okay. Either way, but you had said we were talking about white people, I think.
Oh, like the cis white male thing? That was before. Yeah, I just this identity thing it's tearing the country apart because it's like those people are like this and like statistically they're not. Right? It's like, oh, those people are awful. Like the percentage of this is where it's like, oh, Mexicans who commit crime, like illegal immigrants who are committing crimes. I guess technically coming to the country is a crime. Right, so that kind of fucks up the statistic there. But
anyway, what is your bigger point on all this?
We gotta step back and start giving individuals their own like perception and not just like grouping them into the classes of whatever they are a part of. It's
you're right. But the problem with all this though is that I was like,
thank God we got a black man here.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Hello, yo mama. 1 second though. Let me just wrap this up. I want to hear what you have to say, but I got to respond to tech.
Jaffe hates black men.
Sure. The problem is though, you're really kind of asking tech for the impossible, in my opinion, because we're not evolving in a vacuum. We're evolving in a very manipulated system of social media and unregulated capitalism. And so the idea that we have to start judging people only on their merits and we shouldn't see skin color and we shouldn't see sexual preference color or whatever, all these things. I agree with you. And that would be great. But everybody is in this system that if it is tragically dog eat dog because the system isn't going to take care of you. And so that filter colors everything. And so to get better in the system,
colors.
I'm just saying it's a huge part of it's a huge ingredient in this cake that we're talking about. And I don't think without taking that into account, you can have a real productive conversation about this because we're not doing
the
this.
Productive conversation for sure we can have. The results changing it, I don't think it's coming anytime soon. Like if you did
it's not going to change. Yeah,
on paperwork for the government as a Mexican. Do you know it says like, oh, what race are you? And it's like white, black, Chinese, or Asian, or whatever. Then it's like Native American. And then it says ethnicity, Hispanic or non-Hispanic. Do you know why that exists? That little box right there. Because during Jim Crow, is it Jim Crow or is it Drew Crow?
Yeah,
one,
Jim Crow.
One of them crows, right? One of them
Sheryl
birds.
Crow.
Sheryl Crow. Those Sheryl Crow laws, right? Black people weren't allowed to drink at water fountains. They weren't allowed to get bank loans.
Yeah, I know. I lived in Alabama.
A Mexican lawyer was like, we don't want to be considered colored people. Put us under white and put us under ethnicity Hispanic. We're different. Make us different. Okay. That's the we need no longer to separate ourselves. We need to stand together as minorities and come up with some other shit.
Yo, Mom, how are you, buddy? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, I like how y'all just circling the obvious. The obvious is there's only a certain group that can print money and there's others that can't. Can we print money in the Federal Reserve? Absolutely not.
I don't wait, stop for a minute. Stop for a minute, please. Stop for a minute.
Go ahead.
I don't know. When you say are you saying there are no black people who work at the Federal Reserve?
No, it's owned by a Jewish guy. That's what he's saying.
It's not owned by anybody.
Isn't it? Is it a private entity?
What group started the Federal Reserve Act of 1919? What group?
When you say group, what do you mean by group?
It was a Jewish guy.
Okay, there may have been a Jewish guy at the helm, but what are you saying was it?
The Rockefellers, the Rothsteins, and
the
Rothschilds, and the the railroad group. It was about 4 groups. But none of those groups was
you called in with your facts ready to go, yo mama. I love that. Keep going.
And none of them was Mexican or black. So we don't have no representation on printing money. And that's what rules America.
But those people are long dead. I'm not saying you're wrong about who's representing it now, but just because they
did they pass it? Did they pass that on to their black ancestors?
Wait a minute.
Are they black family members?
Okay, I'm not saying you're wrong about that, but I want to be clear on the fact that it's the Federal Reserve, from my understanding, and maybe you know more about this than I do. Yeah. It's not a private company that is run by the same. It's not like, the Rothschilds set it up.
It is.
It's not a private company.
It's a private company.
Entity of the government.
No. The Federal Reserve is not owned by the government.
Okay, I could be wrong on this.
No, this is a true fact. I know you probably were not aware, which is okay. Ignorance exists.
Yeah.
It is a private entity that has a deal with the government to print the money for the U.S. government, but it is not owned by the U.S. government. It is a
right, but it's regulated by the Federal Reserve is not owned by any single entity. It is an independent system within the government, with both public and private characteristics.
Please do not use the Google AI overview. Look at a fucking article.
I'm using the Federal Reserve Board .gov.
Jaffe, in the Constitution, when they read it, the one thing that they specifically said that they were saying was only Congress was able to print money, because the presidents and all the forefathers knew if there was a private entity that would ever be able to print money, they would control America. So that's why they did it. And it was amended. And hold on, let me break it down for you. Yeah. In 1990, in 1919, what happened? What ended up? Well, who was president at this time when this bill went through Congress, which was in December 23rd? First time a bill ever went through, December 23rd. And why did it go through in Congress? Because, of course, all the congressmen was on Christmas break. There was only 3 congressmen at the time that voted on it. And what president signed off on it?
Wilson.
I'll let you know. The Woodrow Wilson. Now, how did Woodrow Wilson become president, Mr. Jaffe?
I assume he was elected.
And the Treaty of Versailles.
Now, how was he elected, though?
I don't know. I know nothing about his election that would suggest it was different.
It was very different.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I said I don't know.
He ran against Taft and who did Taft and who else was in that election?
I don't know. Tell me. Don't keep saying I know nothing about the election of 1919. Sorry.
It was Taft. It was the biggest thing ever. It was Taft.
No, when I was born.
Okay, it was Taft,
with your generation,
Teddy,
Jaffe.
and Woodrow Wilson. Now Woodrow Wilson had all the odds stacked against him, of course, because a Democrat hadn't been president for 65 years. So Taft was the obvious winner. But who was the third party that got in there? Teddy Roosevelt. And they did what? They split the vote, which gave Woodrow Wilson the win, right?
Okay.
This is true.
Now
yeah.
so far
legal.
Now who funded this Teddy Roosevelt becoming doing this third party thing? Let me guess. Oh, the four guys that wanted the fucking Federal Reserve to get passed through because Teddy Roosevelt said he would never pass a bill that would allow a private entity to print money because no fucking president ever wanted that to happen, including the ones that wrote the Constitution.
Okay, but are you calling in to suggest that the government is corrupt? It's like, God,
Yes.
did you know Elon Musk spent $1 billion to get Donald Trump elected so he could get all of his shit done? It's awful.
No, it has nothing to do with Donald Trump.
I mean, you're saying it like, oh my God, can you believe it? I can believe it.
I'm saying, is it fair that a certain group of people can print money, but us people, we don't have that option? Do we have a African American? I mean, if we had Africans Americans called the Federal Reserve for Blacks, we're able to print money. We would be a lot further in life than where we are right now. We probably wouldn't be minorities. Would you not think that?
We were set back.
I don't know if you're correct about the way you think the Federal Reserve works. Here's what
How does it work, John? How does it work? You tell me.
I would like to. So what I'm saying though is, the emotion and concept behind your point is, I think, valid and correct, which is there is corruption, and that corruption benefits those and those like those people, and whoever it would be, whether it's Jews, Christians, blacks, whites, Asians, trans people. People are corrupt assholes, and they will do that any and every time if you let them, or at least certain types of people. And I hate that. So do I agree with you that if it had gone different and maybe the black community had somehow convinced the government to start the Federal Reserve and make sure Wilson got in and they had run a third party candidate to fuck the election? Absolutely. Nothing you're saying makes me go, I don't believe that. That's crazy. You're probably right. And it may have landed on the Jews who had the keys to power at that time that would allow them to have that. I'm saying the Federal Reserve, though, now, today, is probably still racist and slanted against certain types of people. But this idea that it is a private company is incorrect.
Jaffe. Who run what does the CIA run under?
What does it run under? Who do they report to?
What government does it run under? Yeah,
America.
No, the Federal Reserve. The FBI. What group does it run under?
America.
No, the Federal Reserve.
I guarantee you, you're
DEA.
wrong.
No, I guarantee you can look it up.
I'll look it up right now. But I also, after I got done looking up, the Federal Reserve, they're not under the government, but they exist because of
No, they're under the Federal Reserve branch. They're not under our Constitution. The Federal Reserve judges, what are they? Federal judges, what are they under? The Federal Reserve.
Okay.
Do you not know what country you live in?
These comments I don't know. I can confirm, but I can confirm. The Federal Reserve
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Is an independent central bank.
I will give you evidence.
They're all under the Federal Reserve, dude.
But okay, the Federal Reserve, there are regulations. I won't do this with you, mama. Other hosts will, because they're mental midgets.
Obvious.
No, it's not obvious. I'm telling you, I will have a discussion with you, and a respectful discussion, and I will say I am wrong about things, and I will be educated by you on things that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know who the president was in 1919. I didn't know how he got elected. I didn't know how the Federal Reserve came into being as it relates to that election. And I am giving you that because you were right and I was wrong, and you were educated about that and I was not. But what I will not fucking do, which these other fucking moronic hosts let you do, is just because you talk louder and without a breath, I'm genuinely interested in this and I think it's important.
I like it.
Okay, well then shut the fuck up for a second and let me have a comment, or let me have a moment so I can actually look at the evidence that you're putting. And if you're right, I'll say, oh shit, you're right. I didn't know that. So give me a minute.
Now the reason why this is important, because
I know why it's important.
Now the reason why this is important, because it broke up certain black groups that was powerful, like the Panthers. Another one that Hoover wanted to get rid of was Martin Luther King, after they used him with the civil rights thing, because they wanted Martin Luther King to basically recruit blacks to Vietnam, and he wouldn't do that. Yeah. So they infiltrated him, and that's why they wiretapped him, and they basically, because he was cheating on his wife, Martin Luther King Jr. was doing his thing, and they basically said, listen, if you don't do it our way, we gonna let your wife know, hey, you've been cheating on her. And he obviously didn't roll with the punches, and he was like, fuck all that. And then I don't care if you tell her or whatever. 2 weeks later, he was assassinated. But listen, again, like I said, the Federal Reserve run things the way they want. When they penetrated the Panthers, they broke up the Panthers, and then they allowed black gangs, which was the Crips and the Bloods. Now, did they infiltrate the Crips and the Bloods? No. Of course they did not infiltrate the Crips and the Bloods, because the Crips and the Bloods was killing blacks. They didn't care. As long as you guys were massacring yourselves, we don't give a fuck. Continue to go on and do your goddamn thing.
Tell them about Greenwood. Tell them about Greenwood. Tell them about Tulsa.
You think?
Yeah, exactly.
You think I don't know about? I don't think it was called. What was the black city that was doing really well
Tulsa,
that got fireball?
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Greenwood District. Oklahoma. Yeah, in Tulsa.
It was the Greenwood District. Yeah. No, yeah.
I know you know, but the audience doesn't know. The audience is out here saying MAGA, 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 MAGA. And it's Black Wall Street.
Now Jaffe is still searching this up,
because I can't find anything that says that the Federal Reserve is responsible for directing any of these agencies. It says they all fall under the Federal Reserve. I don't know what that means. If you're talking about who basically says, I want this Kash Patel to be the head of the FBI, for example, that is a presidential appointee that has to be approved by the Senate and the House of Representatives, or I think just the Senate. Where in that? And that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find that's the head of the FBI. You're saying that guy doesn't report to the president. He reports to the
I scored really high in government classes and shit when I was in high school. I'm pretty sure the FBI goes into the DOJ, and the DOJ is part of the branch for the executive branch. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
So then why are you guys telling me I'm wrong?
Well, not me. You are wrong about the Federal Reserve being part of the government. It's not. It's an independent bank. It's different, right?
It's not an independent bank. It is not.
It's an independent central bank. It does have to have conversations with the government in order to do certain things.
Yes, it is regulated, and there are that's what I'm saying. And there are government officials and independent officials.
There is no government officials that work at the Federal Reserve. There's no government officials that work at the Federal Reserve. Okay.
You know what, Jaffe? I wish you would really catch up on Ron Paul. If you caught up on Ron Paul and the Tea Party movement a while back, you would definitely change a lot of your views. I guarantee it. Why? Your views would change a lot. Well, because first of all, you probably Obama guy, right?
Yeah,
I love Obama.
You love Obama, the same guy that killed Gaddafi. Now, why did they assassinate Gaddafi?
He had a crazy name, and they were like, "We can't have that, dog. We're typing this shit on too many government reports, and we've been making fucking typos. We can't have that no more."
Go look that up. Gaddafi figured out real quick and started teaching African countries not to accept the American dollar or the French Canadian currency. He was actually teaching them how to go away from their currency and make his country gold dependent. And America did not like that. And he had to go. That's why they got rid of Gaddafi. They tried to assassinate him like 4 or 5 times. Then finally Obama got that green light and had Hillary Clinton set him up, and they got rid of him. Anytime
tell me where this is wrong.
From the currency, anytime you go away from the currency, they're gonna catch. The only difference between Obama, Trump, and all the other people is Trump is just more upfront on what he does, on how he goes and attacks resources.
That's not the only. That's
Obama
not
and
the
the
only
rest of the
difference.
Democrats, they mask it a lot better. That's the only difference.
Okay,
Well,
wait.
They just
also,
mask it a lot better.
Obama never been to the
They did-
island. That's it's another little
Well,
difference.
Clinton went.
Hey,
probably
look, you
did.
can play as much sax as you want. I don't fuck with Clinton.
Okay, listen. I got the call back later on the next show. I'll do a little research, but everything I'm finding about the Federal Reserve Board of Governors, they are appointed by the president. They are approved by the Senate. The idea that there are no government appointees in the Federal Reserve.
They don't work for the Federal Reserve. That's like a group that goes in, kind of like auditors or whatever. They're not employees of the Federal Reserve.
Let me look into that. But let's
We'll
move
watch a video
on
after
to what.
this.
Maybe, but I want to read. I don't want to watch some fucking YouTube video by somebody with an angle. I want to read just some dry shit to get the actual evidence.
Yeah, you love dry
But here's
shit.
the thing, though. I don't think you, and that's fine. You don't know me, and I don't know you that well. But if you think it's a surprise to me that all these motherfuckers are corrupt, if you think I want Clinton to get off by diddling little kids, but not Trump, you don't fucking know me. I don't give a fuck what political party you're in. I think if you're corrupt, if you're a molester, if you're a bad guy, you get your ass thrown in jail or worse.
Or beat.
And I don't think, and I don't think you can be the president of the United States. I don't think you would be elected if you're not already kind of a shitty person, because I think you have to be a shitty person to play that game at that level. And then when you get into that role, the stuff that they probably do in the name of America that we know about will make you sick. The stuff we don't know about is worse. But the idea that Trump is just saying it up front, no, here's the difference between Obama and Trump.
Ultimately.
Okay. I don't have a problem. And Obama didn't have a problem saying, yeah, it sucks that we have to deport people. And he said this, you can see there's a speech where he says, I don't like it. And there are people that would rather people that are just here get to stay here. He said, but that wouldn't be fair to the system, and it wouldn't be fair to the people who were doing it right. And it would send a message that you can just come here and get away with it. So he deported a lot of people. Okay. But he did
a lot,
the most.
Millions.
He deported. Yeah.
It's actually not the most, but regardless, I know that that's the stat that floats around, but if you actually look it up, it's not the most. But
and the cages. And the cages and the
so,
kids.
okay. Yes, that was awful. 100%. 100%. Again, this is the problem with politics in America. You act like it's your team or my team.
But can we take a quick pause?
No,
as
let me
as a
fucking finish.
person who is in real life seen the cages. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, great. Can I please finish?
Go ahead.
Look, I think he did some bad things, okay? But if you look at what Trump is doing and the way he's doing it, and you think it is American, and you think it is, if we are not good enough to say to the illegal population of America that we want to deport, if we can't figure out a way to do it in a way that is humane and apparently Christian, because we're a Christian country is what I hear, then we're pretty fucking shitty. Just like if Israel can't figure out a way to strike back at the animals that massacred them on October 7th without leveling Gaza, then they're pretty fucking shitty too. When you have the upper hand, when you have the power, how you wield that power, especially over people who are incredibly vulnerable and just trying to hang on, says everything about you as a person. And that is why, yes, Obama and the cages at the border, I couldn't and still can't fathom it. But it's nothing.
And also the drone strikes. He has more.
The drone strikes.
It killed millions of people. And then Snowden uncovered that.
Did not kill millions of people, but they did. Do I think?
What? He was killing millions of dude. Yeah, no. In Iraq, okay. Snowden uncovered it with the USB port. And
I'm not saying that Obama didn't do massive drone strikes, but it's not like it was a nuke. You can't kill millions of people with a drone strike.
You can kill thousands with one strike. He used that shit like it was like it was water, and without any Congress.
Okay, fine. But let's get back to Trump, though.
The cages. I just want to talk about the cages. I've seen the cages. The cages are not that bad. All right.
What does that mean?
Because they're not like a cubicle. You know, it's like the yard at a jail. You know, it's like a fenced off area that's like 50 feet by 100 feet, and you got like 30 people in them. All right, it's not. And then you had like the sections where it's like, hey, kids cannot be with the adults, and so the kids got like a 5 by 10 fenced little area, right? That's like 2 kids in one little fucking
Again,
thing.
I'm the guy that, and I would have loved if Obama would have said, or any of these guys would say, look, we're Americans. We're the biggest superpower on the planet, and we're going to spend a little bit of our tax money to humanely treat these people well. We are going to make these facilities that are safe for them, that while that we're holding them or we're sending them back, you know, that we're not going to, unless they are criminals who have done bad things like rape and murder, these are just families trying to find a better life for themselves. And we're going to be, I mean, how can anybody be opposed to that? I just don't fucking know. And that goes for Obama and Clinton and Biden and Trump. We have become such a mean fucking country. And, you know, I don't know, man. I can't, it breaks my fucking heart. It's
now my question is, how do you put somebody somewhere? How do you know who's who when you have no records of this person? Then that person can be a trafficker. It could be a coyote. It can be absolutely anybody. You have no record. So you have to kind of put everybody in the same category.
No, you do not. I'm playing a fucking game right now on some quarantine game, and you have 3 camps, right? You could say, look, these are people that we have data on, and we know, you know, they're not here illegally. We're going to have to deport them. They go here.
Okay.
Here are people who are bad, violent criminals, and here are people we don't know yet.
As a person who has literally done this job where you're separating people into the groups of who they are, we literally work with a bunch of teams in Mexico to get the records from them as soon as we can. It usually takes like hours, right? We get them, we put them into a processing center, they get processed. If we can find a record of you and it's like, yeah, this guy owns land in Mexico, he's been a citizen with no criminal record for like the past 20 years, solid, you're good. You go to this little nice area, right? And it's like, motherfucker, you are 18 years old and we have like, you were arrested 13 times in the past 5 months in Mexico. You're not going to the nice center. You're going to this center.
Okay, so you're saying we're already doing that very logical thing.
Yeah, it already happens.
Okay, so there you go, your mama. We can do it.
What is kind of shitty is when you can't get any record, right? And it's like, oh, I have this 15-year-old, not a damn thing. I can't find anything on this fucking kid. They go to the mystery zone, and that mystery zone is filled with some weird-looking motherfuckers, right? And they're all together, and that gets a little shitty. But I mean, the idea of like, oh, we can just build these multi-million-dollar facilities, 50 of them across the border, all throughout Texas and California and Arizona, it's impossible, right?
Why is that impossible?
Because
we can build a fucking ballroom.
It would take years to do that.
Well,
shit.
this is a problem that's been going on for years. The
ballroom's supposed to be done by now, and that shit is still under construction.
Right, but what I'm saying is, even if it will take years, we were going to build a wall across America. We can't build, every state gets a top of the line fucking center that I'm not saying it's going to be paradise overnight, but it's like, if this is going to continue to be a problem, then let's solve it like a goddamn civilized fucking society. Maybe it's because I grew up on shit like Star Trek and Marvel Comics and all this shit, and I'm just like, I expected better by now. We're awful. We are idiocracy. We are a bunch of loudmouth, mean, bitchy, shitty people in this country.
I think we try our best, but some people just don't know what the best could be. Like, part of what I did specifically was finding people that needed like medical assistance, right? And we gave some of the best medical assistance to people that we don't know their name, we don't know why they're here, we don't know what their goals are. And it's like, it doesn't matter if you need like a $80,000 surgery because you fucked up your leg in the desert. We'll take you and get you that surgery, and we're not going to charge you for it. Like,
now I gotta say this. Say this because I know the ground. I used to, I used to work at Taco Bell, and I had a security guard that approached me and told me, hey man, you want to make some extra money? And I was like, all right, cool. I had a little red Honda 4-door, whatever. And he was a coyote. And he would take me to Mexico, put 4 people in my car, whatever, when we drive, and I make some extra money,
How'd you get across the border?
Huh? They drive you before the border. It's like a little
and then they still have to cross on their own.
By the way, this is all alleged, right? Allegedly. Your mama allegedly. Yeah.
And so this happened, whatever. But then I got in a job, whatever, but I still kept in contact with him or whatever, and we still cool. And I went to his house last week to watch the Rams game, and I was talking to him, conversating with him and everything like that, and he still does like that little business, whatever. And I was like, and we're just chopping it up, and he was telling me, dude, business is horrible. Like no one's like he's not even that's not even a thing no more. Because you know what happened is with this whole ICE thing that's going on and these people getting busted and stuff like that, what happens is the families that paid $3,000 to get a family member from Mexico to America, it costs like about $3,000, right? They're not doing it no more. Why? Because if I'm going to pay $3,000 to get my father from Mexico to America, and then he gets busted, and then he's only here for 2 weeks, they're not paying that money. So now people aren't paying money to get their families to America because they're not staying here long enough, and then they can't really get a job because if they go outside like a Home Depot or whatever, they're getting swooped up or whatever. So businesses for these coyotes are absolutely incomplete because people here aren't paying for their families to come to America.
I got you. So what's your point, though?
A week and a half or whatever. My point is, sometimes the ICE thing it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But
No,
I
don't
mean,
agree.
it is taking business. But it is taking business away, and it has lowered the drug, like the deaths and fentanyl and drug use and people and drugs coming across to America. It has really flattened that out a lot.
I am sure that any of the crime that was happening in the Jewish ghettos of Nazi Germany when the Nazis came in was probably reduced. I agree with you with the end result. This is what I'm saying. I think most people will agree that we need immigration reform and we need to deport people who are here illegally, certainly the bad ones and maybe even the ones that aren't. But if the only way we can do it is this very cruel, terrifying shotgun approach, then we're pretty fucking shitty people. We should be willing to say, we are better than that. We want what the effect of ICE is, but we're willing to wait 10 years for it to be a slower process or 5 years or whatever, because morally speaking, this is not right what is happening, and it is not American. Both things
exactly.
Can be
and
true.
me personally, I mean, I'm with the Reagan era, like just open everything up. I mean, I'm with the whole either just open it up or, I mean, this whole halfway thing is not working for either side. This whole approach, the Obama approach of just deporting everybody and they already got a family and all this other stuff. They already got development in their house, or the approach of just ICE just going after random people and all this stuff like that. I mean, it's just like, it's like an all or nothing thing, man. It's not, you cannot have a middle ground because there's no such thing as a middle ground. There's no such thing.
That's all there is. That's all there is a middle ground. There is no black and white.
How is humane the way Obama takes a father who provides for his family for like the last 20 years and then take him out of that situation and then throw him back to Mexico? That's not humane either.
Well,
I mean, the way you talk about it,
the Dreamers Act,
not humane either.
The Dreamers Act was a very important act for my family personally because a couple of my uncles are still dreamers. Hopefully that shit stays how it goes. There are policies you can implement that lets these people that have been here for a long time with no criminal record, that have paid their taxes, stay here, right? I think the worst policy we ever saw was during Trump's first presidency. He did the Processing Act, or what the fuck it's called, where you get to the border, you're asking for asylum, and what it used to be is you got to stay in Mexico until you get your paperwork approved, and then you can come in. Trump said, it takes too much money, federal courts, blah, blah, blah. Just let them in, and then we'll process them later, and they can go to the court hearings and all this other shit. And now we had tens of thousands of immigrants that were claiming asylum. They had to show up to their court case, and they don't show up to their court case. And now they're just fucking somewhere, right? And it became very unorganized, and it fucked up the Border Patrol system when he was doing that shit. I now see that he's correcting that by doing, we're going to be heavy on ICE and get them out of here. And then, I don't know if you've seen the videos, ICE will show up to court hearings, and they will arrest you at your court hearing trying to get your citizenship. Like, motherfucker, that's your policy, and now you're punishing them for doing your shit the way you're supposed to do it.
So there is a middle ground, and when you are the most powerful country on the planet in the known universe, we owe it to everyone else, including our own children and our own morality, to take the fucking high ground. And part of it,
Jaffe,
the reason,
how are we the most powerful country in the in the world?
In regards to influence, money, and military.
Money. See, that's why you need to study the Federal Reserve. And
Okay, but no, don't,
influence is
no,
not
no, no,
influence.
no, no,
Hey,
no,
hold on,
no,
hold on.
no,
It's
no,
not influence.
no, no,
It's
no,
it's
no.
not.
We,
Yeah, it is. It's
no,
that money.
no,
I'm gonna tell you something. It's not really
no.
influence.
This is I
It's
won't do this,
stealing.
man. I won't
It's
do it. I've had a good
it's
conversation with you, and I want to keep having
yeah.
a good
Go ahead.
conversation with you. And
Okay.
we can get back to the Federal Reserve. And I told you I will research, and I appreciate you bringing it to
Yeah.
my opinion. I'm not going to be one of these guys that we're leaving low hanging fruit on this topic,
Yeah.
and it's frustrating
when it comes
for people
to
listening.
influence. One of the biggest problems we have right now is if you look at the map for where the U.S. has its embassies, right? It's like 30% of the planet, right? And you look at where China has their embassies, and it's 94% of the planet has a Chinese embassy, right? We have been losing the
Okay,
war on
regardless of
influence.
whether we're the number one or number two on any given day, most powerful place on the planet is not the conversation we're having. The conversation we're having is
How hot are Latinas? They should stay.
is we need to be better across the board. And one of the bigger problems is it's hard to ask Americans to be better and kind and follow their greater angels, as they say, when a lot of people can't afford to get medicine for their kids, right? I get why a lot of Americans are angry, and I get why they're trying to find someone to other it, and I get why they're abdicating their power and saying, go ahead, Trump, crack some fucking skulls because I can't even afford fucking dinner. But that's the problem we need to be dealing with instead of allowing this shit to happen.
Wait, you think you say influence? It's not influence. It's stealing other countries' resources. I mean, America's been doing
absolutely.
that.
I was talking about influence, but you're right. Oh, absolutely.
I support it.
But yeah, and stealing resources from other countries and been doing it for years, and and that's the American way. And now you
We
asking
built this country
Americans,
by stealing resources from other
And
countries.
I support it. We should
It's-
steal
and
more
now-
resources.
yeah, and now you asking America to be humane is crazy. That doesn't make any sense. We are who we are. America is a place where we have power because we have the strongest military. Our currency is worldwide after World War II because we created the United Nations, and then in that deal we told them that American currency will be the currency of the world. So we basically own everything.
Yeah.
Just because of our military strong. If you don't do what we say, we'll just destroy you and put another person in that place, just like we did with Iran and the Shah. So again, like I said, that's the way of America, and you're trying to tell
That's a
America
way of
not to be.
America.
It's the best way of America.
We can't be no other way.
Yes, we can.
What are the ways you want it
We
to be?
shouldn't. We ought not to. I don't know if you can know this. If you are on a boat traveling in international
can't
waters,
answer.
or if you're in a plane flying over international territory or whatever, you have to speak English. It is a law from every country that if you're flying outside of your country, you better speak English, motherfucker. Because if they get on the radio and said, "Hey, tell me where you're going," tell me that, you have to respond in English. America
Right.
is the power that it should be, and we should be in charge of more shit. We should steal your resources because we'll handle it better than you, okay? Africa, more
All I'm
like
saying-
America too. Let's go! I love
All I'm
America.
fucking saying though is everything you're saying about that, your mama, is not incorrect. But it's not. We should aim higher. We have the ability. We have the intellect. You like this?
We should steal
You
the-
like being in
the
a
oil
country
from the
that treats
Saudis.
other countries this way?
Yes.
Don't you
Well,
want?
I mean, it's not only just treating other countries this way; it's treating my people this way.
That's right.
African Americans been doing this for a long period of time.
That's exactly
And we
right.
just-
So I
and-
would expect
and
an
we're-
African American to be going, "Hey, welcome to our fucking party that sucks. Help us fucking change this shit. It's terrible."
No, I think African Americans is on the part of just watching you guys do what you guys do, and we just sitting back and just eating our popcorn. That's all we're just basically doing
You
right
think
now.
you're not being affected by it?
No, we're good. Well, I mean, honestly, we do sympathize with the Latinos, of course, because Latinos are next to us, and we definitely sympathize with them because we went through that with the race riots in Compton. My father
slave
was
catchers.
I was in
Compton.
South Central during the second riots, the Rodney King riots.
The second riots, the Rodney King riots, yeah, and I was out there too. So I mean, we honestly, and we know how the police used to do it to us, just to see us driving around and pull us over and stuff like that, and then take us out of the car and do whatever they want to do. So we sympathize with the Latinos because they're going through that with ICE. So we definitely sit back and we sympathize with them. But we know that at the end of the day, America is going to be America, and we just, it's. I mean, we can ask for change. We've been asking for change for a very long time, and it's just something you just got to sit back and just let happen and watch happen. But you just got to educate yourself. The education is what comes with it. You got to know what entity is affecting you and what entity is not. But they try to put something in front of you to say this is what's really affecting you. But in honesty, that's not what is affecting us. We've educated ourselves to figure out what's been hitting us and what's been hurting us and what's been going after us for a very long time. And it is not the white person or our boss or this person. It's been the CIA for a very long time. The way they infiltrated the planters, the way they infiltrated Martin Luther King, the way they did Malcolm X. I mean, a bunch of our great leaders were affected by the Federal Reserve and a lot of actors out there that want to paint.
Yeah, I think multiple things can be true. I think that is true. I think we are a country that was built on racism. We have systemic racism in America. I think that is accurate. I also think that as much as there is massive corruption and blood all over America, I also think fundamentally in the Constitution, there's a sense of hope and a sense of we can do better and we can be better. And I think there are levers in that document to allow us if we can just get our shit together. So if you're saying on whole, speaking for the African American community, we're exhausted with the fight. And I get it. I get why you would be. And if you're saying we've spent multiple centuries in this country trying to make it right, we're fucking tired. You guys carry the water for a while. I totally get that as well. And ultimately, we may all arrive at the same place you're saying the African-American community is, which is you cannot fight City Hall. It's simply too big. You either just have to accept it or you have to say, I'd rather die or move than be here because this is what it is. And that may be what we may have to go through the same shit you guys went through to arrive at that very sad conclusion, but it may be the accurate conclusion.
Jaffe, for the chat real quick, can we get a you love black people? Just confirm. Because I love black people.
I don't think about black people. I see color and I love black people and I support Black Lives Matter. But the idea that I love black people seems kind of a racist statement.
That Black Lives Matter, that goddamn corrupt ass goddamn thing. I'm not talking about
the woman who ran it. I'm talking about the intent behind it, which is when people say all lives matter.
She got a mansion off our name.
Yeah,
she got a mansion off.
I'm not a fan of that. Of course,
people. Her kids were dripped out.
Address this real quick with both of you since you're here. This is the problem also with all of this. We are trying and somewhat succeeding. I don't know if it's entertaining, but we are trying to have an actual conversation, which I appreciate. I don't know if the LCU audience gives a shit, but there's literally somebody in the chat, Elite Zombie Player, out of all of this conversation we've been having, which I'd like to think, is semi-nuanced enough. We're not just yelling over each other. Says, Jaffe wants all people from other countries to live here. Fuck that. Has anything I've said suggested that I am opposed to deportation of people who shouldn't be here and that I just want to open the borders and have everybody live here? I'll answer that for you both. No. It hasn't, Elite Zombie Player, you fucking moron.
Damn, you got one guide from 15 minutes ago. That's crazy.
It's not even one guide because that mentality is marbled throughout this society. They're mentally stunted. They can't understand the fact that if you don't speak in headlines with these morons, they just put you in a camp and say you're team A or you're team B. And it's a complicated subject.
Yeah, 50 gifted members. Jaffe will do an application to ICE.
And I got to say this, it's when you say that we gave up, it's not that we gave up. It's just that every party that has promised us things have screwed us over. The Democratic Party promised us, hey, we're going to give you reparations. We're going to give you this. We're going to do this and do this. They get in office. They don't do shit for us. They forget about us. The Democrats
never promised reparation on the whole.
Well, not reparations, but you know what I'm saying. Like a few things to give us to the Republicans promise us stuff. They don't give it to us. We've getting screwed up. We get screwed over by our own people. God damn it. I got Maxine Water in Los Angeles screwing fuck out of every black person in this goddamn state. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if you come down to LA, where she runs LA, all the churches, black churches that she goes to congregate to get her vote from, all them churches look like goddamn like you're in Rome, and all the houses look fucking downgraded because she uses us. Okay, we've been getting used for too long, so we just basically just like throw our hands up in the air and say, just fuck it, we'll just live. You know.
Let me ask you a question real quick. I don't know how busy you are, but I, as a white agnostic but was raised Jewish, I'm doing a remake of Boys in the Hood, and I need a Furious. Will you be my Lawrence Fishburne? You haven't even seen Boys in the goddamn Hood.
Hold on. Don't say that, motherfucker. I literally was like, I want to watch that movie.
I'm talking to Yo Mama. I didn't ask you to be Lawrence Fishburne Tech.
Yeah, you said that movie was trash.
What? So
Yeah,
you want me to be Lawrence Fishburne when he's in front of the house and he's telling them about the housing project?
And the guy who's the old guy Grady from Sanford and Son. He's just like, yeah. I'm like, come on.
And then all the black kids started coming around listening to his message,
like Jesus on the Mount or something. You know, just the sermon. I'm like, what the fuck?
That was good.
He was right. I mean, it was a great message for people like me, a white guy, to hear. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But boy, that was terrible. I love the intent, and I love John Singleton, but my God, that scene was so cringe when you look back at it. But
that scene actually opened a lot of eyes because he did explain the way that how housings work in the hood, and why you don't, when you say that this is my neighborhood and you die for this neighborhood, you're dying for a neighborhood you don't even own.
That's right.
And that was a huge message just for black.
It was effective. It just
ran these places.
No, I'm with you.
30 years.
I'm with you on that. That guy died way too soon. That guy died of a stroke, I think, like 10 years ago. John Singleton.
Who?
But John Singleton, the director.
John Singleton. Yeah. John Singleton was good. I mean, he was really good.
We gotta unionize the minorities, Jaffe. That's what we gotta do. Big Jono, £2 sterling says, Yo Mama carries the LCU. That is a fact.
Yeah, where are you going? Are you going to work?
Huh? No, I'm grabbing. I just grabbed lunch right now, so I just
Do you make enough money on the LCU that you don't have to work another job? Because you should.
Fuck no, I live in Los Angeles. Are you crazy?
Oh, I live in San Diego. Oh, I fucking know. Every day I stream, I think I need to move my ass somewhere else because But listen to this, man. I used to live in LA. I love LA. A lot of people fucking hate LA.
Oh, LA's nice.
Yeah. I lived in Santa Monica. I lived off Montana Avenue, but I hear even that area, like, is LA like 3rd Street Promenade? All
Santa
that's just gone to shit.
Yeah. My woman works out in that area, so I'm out there all the time. But yeah, I mean, it's still upscale. It's still prominent. I got lucked out because I bought my house very early, so now it's worth like 1.6 right now. So I can always tell. I'm in the middle of LA. I don't really want to dox myself, but I'm like I'm probably 30 minutes away from Santa Monica.
Okay, so even though the traffic is shit, even like Miracle Mile and that whole area. I mean, it's great, man. It takes to go like 5 miles. It takes you about an hour and 20 minutes in traffic. Our studio, Sony Santa Monica, was literally about 15 blocks from my home, and it would sometimes take me 30 to 45 minutes to get home. And I'm like, it's ridiculous. Man.
Yeah, and that's why XM radio is like boomed out here in Los Angeles because people sit in traffic for so long. They just pay for listening to podcasts and stuff like that while they're in traffic.
We got a $10 or £10 donation for Yo Mama. It says, Yo Mama, Glammy is in the chat. Can you quiz her on what she learned from this stream on your show tonight? There's no way she answers any of these questions.
Glammy is the mom of Scooter.
No, that's Gidgy. Glammy is the one that got married for the LCU, shaved her head, had sex on a rock.
She shaved her head. I like her. Yeah.
She was flirting with a guy.
You like her? Jack, she didn't even know who Rodney King was. She's 40.
I'm not saying she's a smart lady when it comes to politics, but she's always been nice to me.
But I'm just saying, how do you miss that era? Like, how do you miss the riots and that was on the news every single day?
So she's
how do you
40.
go around life and just totally miss that?
Well, okay,
Yes.
I was 19, 20 during the riots. I was there like you were, like you said. She was what? If she's 40, she was like 8.
She's the same age as me.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
so
was not
you were a
8,
black
she's the same
kid
age
in
as me.
LA. She was a white.
I was 15.
Okay, so if she was 15 and not in LA, were you in LA at the time?
Jaffe, it didn't matter what you were. It was on every TV
Rodney King
channel.
was everywhere.
That beating was on
I'm
every
just asking
channel.
if she was like some woman in Nebraska at 14 worried about getting her first period and going to the prom with Tommy. Maybe you wasn't on her
could
radar.
not miss that. You could not miss that at my age. It was on every channel every day. They showed that beating. For that 20-second beating, they showed it on every channel.
Okay, so she certainly didn't know who Reginald Denny is then.
No.
She certainly didn't see the footage with Ice-T watching LA burn on MTV and Tabitha Soren says, well, what do you think's going to happen in LA? And
Someone
he's like, well, it's going to burn down.
Glammy a photo of Malcolm X and she said, is that Obama's dad? She has no idea who these people are.
She has no goddamn clue. I don't
and
even know
now
how
breaking news here in the LCU. Glammy is now the new head of ICE and Department of Homeland Security.
When you say ice, she's going to think you're talking about Vanilla Ice. I swear to God. She doesn't know who ice is.
Hey, drop the zero, get with the hero,
She's
baby.
in the
That's
chat
right.
right now. She's saying, I like fun. I'm not so much politics. So,
yeah, you like fun because the black man has sweated and died for you to have the freedom to have the fucking fun and have the resources to have the fucking fun. Wouldn't it be great to be as ignorant as some of these fucking people? I like Glammy. I'm not saying she's ignorant. But my God, when your eyes get open, that's why people are nostalgic for childhood, you know, because when your eyes are fucking open and you see how things are, you're like, this is a shithole. Are we in hell? Is this hell?
Like she just wakes up in the morning and everything is done for her. Like she's just always been that way. Her parents took care of her. Her man take care of her. Just wake up and it's just there. Oh, thank you very much. My socks are put on. My breakfast is laid out. It's like, and I'm just sitting there like, you just woke up in this fairy tale. Like, how is this possible? I never met nobody.
Man, let me ask you a question about the black men of America, yo mama. How many black men could be fired from the same job as much as Glammy's been fired from the LCU and keep getting rehired? I'm just wondering if that. I don't think it's possible.
Game goes, I like her. She looks like my cousins or whatever. You know, it's
because you know what? When black men, when we lose our credit, or if we get our car impounded, we can't get another car. We can't buy anything. They don't trust us for nothing. Glammy lost all her credit a long time ago, but she keeps on getting hired, and she keeps getting whatever she wants. This woman's out of control. So I'm in the upside down. I'm telling you, it couldn't be me. Buckwheat got fired one time. Buckwheat got fired one time, and he can't come back.
Nope.
No, I know.
He's gone.
He's gone for good.
He's gone for good.
Rastov could come back anytime he wanted. Why?
Exactly. He's come back 3 times already.
Becky Boop will be here faster than fucking One Buff will be back.
Yeah. She came back. The only reason why Becky Boop ain't come back yet is because she said she didn't want to come back.
But she could.
That's the only reason. Yeah, she could.
Hopkins says, I forgot about One Buff. It's designed that way.
It's designed
that way.
That's the system we're in.
That's exactly right.
Your mom was the last black guy standing, right? There's no other black people in the LCU.
Oh, no, on Didi.
I literally am.
Didi's not even an intern anymore.
Yo, Keemstar forgot Albert was half black. He was like, wait a minute. Ain't Albert half black?
Keemstar woke up the other day. He's like, something doesn't feel right in the LCU. Yeah. What's going on?
He forgot.
Too many black people.
He remembered, and then the next episode on LolCow Live was, which one of these motherfuckers are going to fire? I bet it's going to be Albert.
I think Keemstar needs to come out dressed up as Big Daddy from Django Unchained.
Damn.
I love Big Daddy. Damn, Big Daddy.
Oh my God, man, that movie.
And that was the funniest part was when the lady was like, do I treat him like nope, don't treat him like a white man. Wait a minute. What's that little retarded kid that come by? That was hilarious.
And well, Samuel Jackson, like, he gets to stay in the big house. That was the best part.
From The Walking Dead, welcome.
Who that on that nad? Who that on that nad?
That's right.
Go ahead.
I just want like what makes you think that I have everything done for me, yo mama? Like that's like a wild fucking claim, bro. I don't have.
You live in a fairy tale world.
You have no idea how I live. You're not in my world. Like, what the fuck?
You come off like you get an IV drip of Tylenol in the morning just in case you get a headache. Like it's, I don't know. You seem like you have a nice life, Glammy. Do you not have a nice life?
You come off like you never eat solids, okay?
I never eat solids. That pussy liquid. Anyways, I've seen the front porch of your fucking house. It literally has like a rocking chair, like you're in a fucking like 1990s fucking Hallmark movie. Like you look like the fairy tale. Yeah, it's a very fairy tale.
That was the bars on
the porch looks like it was built by my cousins. All right, Jose and Pedro built your fucking porch. It's a nice porch.
I just rent it.
You rent your nice porch? Damn, I can't be me.
I rent the apartment. It's just is what it is.
And,
like what the fuck?
And your football man, he takes care of you, doesn't he?
He takes care of me monetarily. Like for he does husbandy things like that, but I take care of myself.
That's Jaffe for me. Jaffe does those things for me. Thank you, Jaffe.
Like he helps me with if I need something, physically, like the like he helps with money, but like as far as we're married.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
can you
name
mean
he fucking puts out my socks for me? He fucking does all this that no. Like I fucking take care of myself. Like it's so stupid.
Glammy?
What?
Can you name 5 black people?
Why are you trying to
You're stalling. You're Googling right now. Name 5 black people.
Who do you think would be better at a black barber shop? Me, Tech, or Glammy? Mama.
Me.
Like who would fit in
at a black barber shop?
Yeah.
Oh, Tech for sure.
Yeah.
Tech for sure.
Talking to people.
I'm ethnic.
You know, Glammy used to be a barber.
Is that true?
Yeah, they probably asked me if I could give them a tour of the Federal Reserve Building, probably, right? Right, yo mama?
Yeah, your uncle owns it.
I'm a hairstylist.
Hairstylist. How'd you fuck up your hair then?
You didn't even know the word cosmetology. She said I was a hair cutter, and I was like, okay, you went to school. She said I got a hair cutting license. I said it's not called that, and she was like, yeah, hair cutting license. I said it's called cosmetology. Oh yeah,
like,
I got a cosmetology license.
I'm an Aries.
Yeah, cosmetology. I'm a Libra.
Gemini.
Oh my god.
Gemini.
I'm a Libra.
$2 from Red Sheet says she
don't even know
washes
what
and
it
brushes
says.
her teeth like a big girl. That's true. Glammy does do that. Aw. Flopsy of $2 says, yo mama, tell them a Pablo Escobar story. What is that?
She didn't know who Pablo Escobar was.
Of the trafficking of the drugs.
Yeah, he was obsessed with fucking hippos.
You just found that out yesterday.
No
Yes,
way.
I did.
You just found that out yesterday.
Well, wait a minute. Let me ask you, were you not educated? I mean, seriously, I'm not making a joke. I mean, what was your education like?
Did you go to high school?
It's a long story.
Were you
It's a what?
homeschooled?
It's a long story.
We
Well,
got
it doesn't have to be
time.
long. Did you go to high school and graduate from high school?
I put more interest in fun than I did.
Cool, but did you graduate from high school?
Hell yeah, Jeffy.
Did you graduate from high school?
Well, I went to hairstyling school, so yeah.
Okay, so you didn't graduate from you don't have a GED or anything.
You can't do those things without a high school diploma.
Okay,
You
so you
probably
did graduate from high school, or you got a GED.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're educated enough that you're you're less you're just not engaged with things outside of fun.
Yeah, because of the fact that life is way too fucking short, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you are you on a show with Yo Mama? Do you guys do a show together?
Yeah, we're on.
Do
Kids
you
together.
thank him every night for the privilege that you have to be able to wake up and accept the fact that you get to choose fun? You think
I
the black man? You think the black man in this country gets to wake up every day and go, you know what? Today I'm just gonna
It's your
fuck
fun.
around.
Listen,
That's what I try to tell her.
Listen,
That's what I try to tell her.
No,
I said,
I can't
you
blame me,
don't
but at
got
least
that privilege.
I would just assume you said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to.
No. Okay, so there are some times where I thank him, but most of the time we fight and we argue because we don't really get
It's the
along.
privilege for me. She doesn't understand she has this privilege. And that's why she came up here and says, they don't put my socks on. Ma'am, you got through life. We could not get through life not knowing certain things that goes on in the world, because then we would get chewed up and spit out. You got to skip through life and get to this position right now
And you
where
have
you're just
no
like,
idea
oh,
what my
everything is
life-
just.
You have no idea what my life was like. That's the thing.
We-
you have
we-
all these fucking assumptions on me that you don't know. You have
Yeah,
no
but this
idea
is
what
the
my life
problem
has
though,
been.
Glammy. This is the problem. Is white people, and I put myself in that clump. But it's easy to. White people think they're on equal footing when it comes to their trauma, and you're absolutely right. There are white people, white individuals that have had shit lives compared to black individuals, whether it was just terrible parenting or molestation or all kinds of awful shit, right? But the systemic issue that a lot of white people refuse to accept, and it's not white guilt. A lot of people are like, oh, you're white guilt. It's not. I don't feel
Sounds
guilty.
like it. Sounds like it.
It only
So
sounds
where
like
do
it because from your perspective, you probably feel guilty. I don't feel guilty.
I didn't even think about it until you just came up with
Right,
the
but what I'm saying is we are a
guilt.
systemically racist country. We were built on the foundations of racism. That doesn't make you personally a person who doesn't like black people. But the idea, though, of a lot of white people, whenever they're confronted with it, going, you don't know my life. My life was hard. Yeah, it can be hard. It can be worse than 90% of the black people you know. But at a meta level, the filter through which white people see the world is fundamentally better because we don't have to deal with the racism that is systemically marbled into the structure.
Jeffy, I understand that. I get that. I
you?
understand that it's, I do, yo mama. I understand that it's harder for, and things like that. But that doesn't take away the experiences that somebody's had. Like I've
one's
had,
trying to take your experience. I didn't.
fucking struggle of a life, bro. My life.
No
has
one
been
said you
so
hadn't,
hard.
though.
So but you did though, because you want me to make myself feel less like a survivor person because of the fact that I just happen to be a white person.
No. See, this is the problem with white people. And I'm a white person. I'm telling you, two things can be true. Your struggles and your pushing through those struggles is something you should own and be proud of and use to lift yourself up. But but that's not negated by the fact that you can also acknowledge and just walk through the world with an awareness that a lot of your abilities to live the life you have, good, bad, or otherwise, are built on the backs of some pretty nasty shit that was done.
Oh, I completely understand that. I 100% agree.
But if you
with that.
understood that, then you wouldn't feel like anyone was trying to take away or your shine on your own struggles. Those are yours. Those are real. Those are valid. But it doesn't.
Well,
It seems like you
can be true.
But
right?
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to figure out how you keep on telling him that you understand that, but you know nothing about history when basically you told all of us that you skipped all of that because only thing you thought about was fun. So you honestly don't know because you have no education on absolutely anything that he's speaking of right now.
Because we all live in the same world.
So you're just saying you.
Listen to me. We all.
You're just saying you know.
No,
you just saying you know because.
Excuse me. We all live in the same world. We all understand that certain people are treated differently based off of these things. We all know that there are like categories that people get put into and they get treated differently. That's just a very well-known fact, yo mama. I do understand that is a different situation. I do.
But you don't know why.
Well,
do you love black people, Glammy? Guys, I need to find out. Do you love black people?
All people.
No, but I'm talking about black people. You love black people?
Yes, I love black people.
I love
Can you do
black
the electric?
people.
Can you do the electric slide at a
know.
wedding?
Oh my God, I did the electric slide in the 90s.
I don't even know how to
Let's
do
take a
that.
look.
but
Let's
that's
take a
not-
look. Or you're full screen
Hey,
glammy.
wait a
Let's get
minute.
an electric
Didn't
slide.
you?
I can't
Wait a
remember
minute.
it now.
Did
It's
you
something
not-
like I can't remember
Let's
it
see.
now.
Let's see your best
You gotta
attempt.
hear why.
I don't remember it now.
You guys gotta hear why she don't date black men no more. She had one black
Wait.
experience. Tell them what happened.
It was because you saw Boomerang with Eddie Murphy.
No, it's
No.
it's just a preference. It's just a preference.
No, you said because black
Because
men's
it's-
mouths,
stop it,
lips are too
stop
big.
Stop it. Stop it. Yes. Well, because
That's what she said.
so the, yeah,
I mean,
You got the-
I don't.
How I feel.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I've never had a problem with that. People accuse me like they like I like Asian women, right? I don't.
Not all black men have big lips.
Of course not.
The
Of course
ones
not.
that I've met have.
Except
and-
every black man LCU host we've seen. Yeah, you big. Yo, mama, he got big lip. Yeah, Buffy got big lip. Oh, Albert doesn't have big lips. How about you date a half black guy? What if we get you there?
Married
It's like Two-Face
Well,
and
for
Batman.
For how
You
long?
only date.
How long
you
is
know.
that gonna go?
forever.
Okay, well, okay, all right.
He's good.
That's crazy.
I'm not taking my Mr. Glammy. I
Jaffe,
love
would you
him.
date a black guy?
Important thing.
I wouldn't date a guy, but
Fucking, that's homophobic. Anyways,
I have not
How many
historically.
white claws are you in?
I have
only
yeah,
3, dude. I should be like 17 more down before we're getting.
I have not historically dated or been attractive to a lot of black women. I'm attracted to the black women that most white men are attracted to,
I love black.
which
women.
are like Beyonce and more of the lighter skinned black women.
Mainstream.
Mainstream, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Not me. I like to see the contrast of color down there. That's like my favorite part of like dating a black woman is like it goes from like this skin tone to like like a pop of pink. It's a whole.
But all I'm
it's a whole
saying is,
different-
I would agree with Glammy, though. There is a sense of preference. I'm assuming everybody on this panel has a preference of what kind of person they are sexually attracted to. Or I don't even, preference is the right word, but they're just wired that way to go, I happen to enjoy this, just like I happen to like the Olive Garden. And people
But
hate
it's
the Olive Garden,
different.
but I love the Olive Garden.
it's different when you find your person, right? Because the person that you find could actually be like completely different than what you thought because your preferences are wants, right? And you don't always want what you're supposed
Your
to
preference,
have and what you need.
So Mr. Glammy was your preference?
No, he was completely opposite when I met him, and then I started talking to him and fell super deeply in love with him, and then he's my person. My
I don't think
preference was
that's true.
different. Yeah, it's totally true.
I've seen the
We've
wedding.
been together 10 years.
I don't think it's going to last.
Jesus
10,
Christ.
10 years and you don't think it's going to last? You're off
I
your
don't think it's
rocker.
going to last. I think in 5 years, you'll be offering me your apology and I'll be recommending a therapist online that'll be great to help you live your best life. I can recognize couples who are in distress.
You're full of bullshit.
Could be. Could be not.
I mean, they ain't not lying. I mean, that wedding was kind of crazy. You let random people go up there and shit on
My
whatever they was
dog
shitting on.
takes shits just as big as what you tried to give me right there, Jaffe. Like that was.
Does
that was
Mr. Glammy like
ridiculous.
black people?
You got married in Crocs.
Mr. Glammy grew up in a neighborhood that was
He
very-
loves black people. Hell yeah. All right. Well, at least he likes black people.
was very.
Wait a minute. He grew up in a
he went
neighborhood
to
that was very what?
He was in the high school he went to was mainly
The
I
black.
don't want to. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, black
Blacks.
people.
Okay.
I don't want to say it. That
You don't
sounds
even know how to say
bad.
black people
I
is
understand.
crazy.
I don't know. I don't want to.
I see
You,
what's happening.
excuse me. Are you talking about the colored folk?
I don't want to say anything offensive because for me,
Also be the Negro.
oh my god, that's offensive, yo, mama.
Their legs are taller because
That's awesome.
the knees in particular, they have a growth pattern. No,
They grow.
my
I
God.
never know what words to use because everybody changes the word from time to time as what's
They
The
offensive.
change the
N-word,
word?
the N-word has not changed in
Yeah,
100
now
years.
things gonna change.
No, not that.
The N-word has been a
These
cult
are not
classic of the
changed
white
nothing,
people for
master.
generations. It's not changed.
Okay, did you know that?
Yes, sir, master.
That's been said to my people.
I think Glammy, I think punishments in the LCU are ridiculous, but for your punishment, I need you to go watch The Color Purple on repeat for at least
I try to get her to
and
watch
do
Bruce.
the right thing.
Can we-
Myself before
Can we get some black support in the chat? Let's drop some $10 for
So different strokes will do you some good.
supporting the black people.
Some black people on the TV.
Do you
Let's
know
get some
the
black
way
support.
These are not changed.
Do you understand that the word
Let my
Eskimo is
people
now bad?
go.
You know the word what?
We shall
Listen to
overcome.
me. They just want to jump over me because everybody.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Go.
Did you know that the word Eskimo is now inappropriate?
Fuck
Yes.
them Eskimos. I don't give a fuck.
So I want to make sure that I'm appropriate when I speak about people. So I'm not.
Did you
called me a
think
goober
there's been some
yesterday.
change to the N word in the last 10 days?
It's black people. I didn't know you could say black people without it being offensive.
What?
Wait, are you
And then you can say
No.
black
Wait
people.
a minute. Are you talking about black like black people or the color black like a crayon? You mean black? What are you
I
saying?
don't know what the right word is to say.
And what is it you just said?
It's okay, man.
What is it you just said?
You can say
Awesome.
black people. You can say the dark skinned. All right, you can.
She just said black people. Tech. I want her off the show.
She said
That
black
is
people.
She called him a black person.
No,
I'm not a racist
Kick her.
person.
Kick her.
Glammy.
You said-
Glammy, no way. I
Glammy,
can't
it's
believe it.
okay,
Oh
son.
no,
You gotta get her
Glammy.
out. We can't have our show canceled, Glammy.
You can't say the blacks, Glammy. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
The colored people are gonna come after you, Glammy, for
Yeah.
saying the blacks.
Yeah.
We's a stars of revolutions, huh? We's tired of working these. We's tired of working these
I wanted
fields.
to be so black in my whole life. I don't want to be black today.
There's gonna be an article in
It's not
Ebonics about
open.
this tomorrow, Jaffe. I swear. It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
There's gonna be what?
They're gonna have an article
Don't call
in
me
Ebonics about this right now. It's gonna be published.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can say Ebonics anymore. It's
I'm brown.
African American vernacular or something,
AAV.
right?
You want to use AAV, the gentrified
That's
version?
racist.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I don't. You know. I hope. Glammy,
call
I hope
me-
you know
call me
we're just
Latinx.
playing, buddy. I hope. Does she know we're just playing?
No, she's not. She's
She doesn't
crying.
know.
No, she's having
Glammy,
full of tears.
buddy, we're just fucking around, baby. What are you doing?
We gaslit her into racism. That's crazy. I can't believe
I think
that
it's
happened.
probably. I think it's probably because I told her she's gonna get divorced, and she knows deep inside that's what it was. I can tell that was the hook. I can tell these things, man. I can tell these things.
I didn't know I could call them
man, you didn't even
black. Bunny
The
Bun
world
says white
changes every day,
tears.
bro.
It says white tears. Yeah.
the word changes every day. What?
There's an app for that, Glammy. What do I call the coloreds today? This probably, you know.
Shit.
Easy does it. Says my white guilt. Oh, it's
Chat-
acting up today.
Chat, we got
Rain
7
must
minutes
be
left.
coming.
Let's drop some super chats in
Oh,
support
my
of
God.
Glammy and her love of black people. We need to make $50 more to be able to make a good report card. So some
I'm
big
trying to
donor
make her
dropped that
cry,
50.
though. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
I
worth
didn't.
it.
That's crazy.
What do you mean? Come on, Jaffe. I didn't do anything. We were playing. I thought we were
You
playing.
made her cry.
People cry on this universe all the fucking time. I didn't. What was? Wait a minute. Yeah, exactly.
those are
Reaper
real
says
white
first
tears.
privilege check of her life. If honestly she was crying because of that conversation, not because anything else, not because, then hey, you're welcome. Right? Because if this is news to you, welcome to being an adult in America. You have to know these things. You have to wake up to these things.
Oh my God. That shit was hilarious. Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh
do
my
something
God.
fun. Get pulled over by a cop while you're on camera. Let's watch this.
Jesus Christ. You
And
can't
I'm
tell
gonna
someone
ask
to
the
kill
cop, I'm
themselves
like,
on screen?
Hey, you better change that word. I'm not. You can't no longer call me black man. Okay.
What is it today? What does
That's
the app say?
racist.
Hang on.
What does it say?
Yeah, it's those of the almond complexion or some shit, dog. I swear
Fan
to God.
of the shows in living color and good times. That's what I can call you today. Okay. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
You
My
used to like
husband
Bill
went to a school. He went to a school with can I say it? What the
them.
fuck is wrong with you?
Everybody
those-
used to like Bill Cosby. Shut the fuck up. Bill Cosby was great.
I never liked
But
Bill
he's-
Cosby, dog. Before he even
Bill
was fucking
Cosby-
women. Like before it came out, he's like, "Well, I like the pudding." The pudding. I was like, "Shut
Bill
your
Cosby
bitch
was
ass up."
fucking hilarious on his show back
'Cause
in
he
the
likes
day. And
pudding.
Fat
You
Albert.
need to get the pudding.
That's
And to get the pussy, you need to get the pussy.
He's as funny
Yeah,
as the
well,
fucking
you
the Holy Grail movie. What is that? The fucking
That movie's hilarious.
that
Monty
movie
Python
sucks
the Holy
ass.
Grail.
Monty Python sucks ass. It's white
Yeah,
people
you're a
humor.
fucking idiot.
That was a good movie.
White people.
You're a
humor.
fucking
That
idiot,
was a good
Tech.
movie.
But
That's a
look,
good
I'll
movie.
give you. What do you
Yeah,
think of Cheech and Chong?
started-
As a Mexican guy, do you like Cheech and Chong?
Fuck them too. Fuck those guys.
I hate Cheech Chong. I hate Cheech Chong, actually.
Okay, what are
That-
good
that-
Mexican
that
comedians?
was way too
George
good.
Lopez.
George Lopez hits. All right,
Fluffy.
I fuck with some George Lopez.
That's what I'm asking. Who's a good representative?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Fluffy.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
good. Selena Gomez, but only because like her face had that droop when she had that mental illness or whatever. She had like
I love Selena
that
Gomez.
seizure.
She's great.
That is
She's
Selena.
great.
Yeah.
Zeepish says Glammy's going to
Yeah.
go. Thank you for the super chat. Going to go on rewind and talk shit about you guys now. Whatever will I do? Oh no! Someone in the LCU's mad at me. Who gives a shit?
We're going to go Zay Zooted.
Oh yeah,
They're
she had
after
lupus.
me now. They are after me.
Thank
I'm
you.
not
Lizzie.
after
me with
anybody.
black people.
I mean, honestly,
after you
let's
with
be
getting
very
pooped on.
serious
Ah.
about what just happened here. If she was crying because of literally what we were talking about at that moment, then honestly, joking aside, and I like Glammy and I'm a compassionate guy, I would say good. Because sorry that you have been slightly you've had your facade
way more
cracked a little
important. Fuck
bit.
Glammy. Fuck
That's
Glammy.
the world we live
way
in,
more
man.
important. Chat. I need your love right now. If you love this show, you like Jaffe, you like this interaction we're having. If we don't make $37 more, then we performed worse than Zeta Ray. Chat. That can't be a thing. Fuck Zeta Ray. We need $37 right now.
No,
Dude, we got
we're
3 minutes. I don't give a fuck. Please, I'll put my titty as I'll go pants Jaffe right
we're
now.
a terrible
I'll go pants
show.
that
We can't
motherfucker.
we cannot make money on
I
this
will
show.
pour my
And
hot
Keem is
sauce
right.
on his
Keem
dick.
is right. He's like, you guys put on a good show. No one pays you.
$37. We can't let Zeta Ray beat us. What the fuck is this? What's going on? We gave you such entertainment value today. We found out Glammy's racist and she's a little princess baby, little white girl.
Don't.
Right? She hates the blacks. We need some $37. Chat, what's going
She
on?
does hate the blacks.
She hates the blacks.
Let's raise some money
It
to
is.
send her a copy of like, I don't know, a fucking
The Color Purple?
Roots.
Tony
Roots.
Morrison book or something.
We
Roots.
should
Yeah,
send
get
her
her a box
Roots.
set of Roots. Yeah.
Roots.
Is this Star Trek? Is this the guy from Star Trek?
If we
Yeah.
hit the $37, I'll send her Roots. I'll make her read Roots.
Yeah.
We want Tech in a bikini. $37, pussy. Fucking let's do it.
Oh, man.
Good God.
All right, guys. Well, thank you
All right,
guys for
buddy.
having me on. Great
Anytime.
episode. I loved it. Yep. All
See
right.
you, mama.
Be
See ya.
well. See you, buddy. Well, there you go. That was a show. I hope Glammy doesn't actually.
Glammy is messaging me right now.
I hope she's not actually upset. I mean, good God.
Glammy just
But if she
reached out,
is, she probably
Jaffe.
should be. Huh?
She just reached out. She said, "Do you all actually think I'm racist?"
At Red Sheets Metal Super Chat.
I don't know. Do you think you're racist? What does it matter what we think?
Red Sheets, $10.
Contacts.
DM Glammy
DM
some divorce
Glammy's-
lawyer contacts. Hell yeah, we'll do that. 27 away, or else Zeta Ray is shit my asshole.
Amazing Maisie
Yes!
$37.
Amazing Maisie, we love you,
I hope
buddy.
you buy the
Thank you,
network,
Red Sheets, and
Jaffe.
thank you, Amazing
Fire
Maisie.
boot too.
Maisie says, "Fire Glammy." I hope you buy the network, Jaffe. You goddamn right.
Yeah!
Fire Bookie too. We also got a gift membership today, which
Thank
you
you,
didn't
thank you.
read. Thank you. Great show, Jen, says Big Jono. And thank you, Sandman. We really, really, really appreciate that. Big Jono, thank you for the big 5 from across the pond. We did get a gifted member. Make sure you get all the super chats and stuff. that
Let's
came
see. I
through.
got you. It's Omni says you guys are talking to a 4-year-old. That's funny. It's about Glammy. Zeepa says Glammy's gonna
Thanks,
go on
buddy.
Rewind and talk shit about you guys now. That's true. She's been doing that a lot lately. Omni also says Glammy, find a bridge. You add no value to anything. That's crazy. Red Sheet says Jaffe is talking so fast he needs some puppets. That's funny as well. You should put it on a puppet show. Zeepa says Jaffe, she's checking out. You need to explain things to her as if you would a 4th grader.
Yeah, you got to be responsible on these super chats, dude. I don't have the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not on OBS, so you got to read this
and
shit.
that's it. Oh, Big Jono.
No, there was a gifted member.
Big Jono's been a member for 1 month, and Big Jono donated a gifted membership.
Thank you, Big Jono. And thank you, Mir Uwu. Jaffe W. Thank you so much.
Oh,
We appreciate that, buddy.
Fuck Zeta Ray. Glammy hates the blacks. What else we learned today?
Deal City's not wrong. Hit like on the way out if you like this show. If you want to see me back in February, otherwise I'm going to just keep sleeping.
The Federal Reserve runs everything, and it's owned by the Jewish people.
I'm going to read up on the Federal Reserve tonight, and I will be more educated on it because I think some of the stuff you're saying was news, and some of it I don't think you're right
the
on.
FBI and the CIA are not owned by the Federal Reserve. I don't know where the fucking
I know
that shit, but it is a separate entity from the government. I love you, chat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good fucking everything.
Here comes rain.
Crypt is gonna send you LolCow rain.
Oh, is it rain? Yeah, put on your raincoats and get your umbrella. I got nothing.
Yeah,
I don't
put on
care.
your raincoats.
I had them over here to talk about their show and.
If you love Crypt and we're sending you over to LolCow rain, type in their chat. Say I love black people. Let them know. Let them know
Hopkins.
that we love black people and we're sending you over. Okay. Love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.